This episode discusses coercive control, emotional abuse, domestic violence, homicide, and trauma. Some listeners may find this content distressing. Please listen at your own pace and prioritize your well-being. Hi, and welcome back to After the Quiet. This is episode 89. People often ask me, when did you finally realize you were being abused? For years, I've answered that question by talking about a Dr. Phil episode. And that's true. That episode gave me language. It helped me recognize coercive control. But if I'm being completely honest, there was another moment. A moment that didn't just make me realize I was being abused. It made me realize I might not be safe. In February of 2019, there was a heartbreaking news story here in Ontario. An 11-year-old girl was killed during a custody visit with her father. The case made headlines across the province and left many parents devastated. Like so many families, we watched the coverage. I remember feeling sick. I couldn't imagine how a parent could hurt their own child. I expected that, regardless of our differences, we would both react with sadness. Instead, my husband said something I'll never forget. He said, "Well, it's the mom's fault. She probably did something to piss him off." I remember just staring at him. I honestly wondered if I heard him correctly. Because what I thought I had just heard was someone placing responsibility for the murder of a child on her mother. Not on the person who committed the crime, on the mother. That moment changed something inside me. Until then, I had been focused on surviving each day, managing the accusations, the phone searches, the sleepless nights, the sexual abuse, the constant fear. But suddenly, my mind went somewhere else. If someone could believe that a father killing his own daughter was somehow justified because he was angry with her mother, what else could they justify? That thought terrified me. I wasn't listening to a stranger on television. I was listening to the person I shared a home with, the father of my children. I want to be careful here. I'm not saying that hearing those words told me what would happen in my own life. It didn't. None of us can know the future. But I can tell you exactly what happened inside me. For the first time, I no longer felt safe. Up until that point, I've been trying to figure out how to survive the marriage. After that conversation, I started thinking about how I was going to leave it safely. There's a difference. When you've lived with coercive control for years, your world becomes very small. You stop imagining a future. You just try to get through today. But that one comment forced me to think beyond the next argument, beyond the next accusation, beyond the next night. It made me realize that staying carried risks I hadn't allowed myself to consider before. I often think back to that moment, not because it was loud, not because it involved screaming, not because anyone else would have noticed it. It was just one sentence. One sentence that completely changed how I saw my situation. People sometimes think that survivors leave because of one dramatic event. The truth is often much quieter. Sometimes it's one sentence, one look, one realization. One moment where your body tells you something your mind hasn't fully accepted yet. For me, this was that moment. I didn't have a plan yet. I didn't know how I was going to leave. I still had children to protect. I was still financially tied to him. I was still scared. But something had changed. For the first time, I wasn't just hoping things would get better. I knew I needed to find a way out. Thank you for listening to After the Quiet. If these stories are helping you understand coercive control or recognize warning signs in your own life, please consider following the podcast, leaving a review, or sharing an episode. Your support helps these conversations reach others who may need them. Remember this: sometimes the moment that changes your life isn't the loudest one. Sometimes it's the moment you realize your safety can no longer be taken for granted. Thank you for listening to After the